welcome back. Coming to you with another video here. Something that I saw on another kayaker's YouTube channel. It was actually making a keel guard out of some JB weld, but that JB weld is actually in a gray color when you mix it. And one thing that I actually wanted to do, and again, it's doing a little twist on it, it's actually putting some Gorilla Epoxy clear, especially because I want to kind of keep the same color. Now, I did a little bit of research. The JB weld is close to, well, actually a little bit over 5,000 PSI. And then this one here is about 3,050 PSI, I believe. So that's the epoxy there. I want to do this in clear. Now, I did this ahead of time, you know, because I was thinking about where I wanted to place my keel guard here, and I took some M3 tape, and I actually masked off where I wanted to go. So I started off with this line here. I said, okay, how far back? Now, basically, if your kayak is already being used, what I did was actually I looked down the way from the keel here back, and I noticed, like, you know, where it was more scuffed up. Now, obviously, there's going to be some scuff because of dragging and putting over, but like really from dragging your keel onto any hard surface or dock, I'm talking boat launch, you'll notice like more of the scrapes. And I noticed it here a lot, here, and then it kind of went away. But I wanted to go a little bit extra because I did put my kayak on the cart, and I kind of let it sit, and I seen, okay, well, it's not touching, you know, the ground. It's starting to lift a little bit past here, past this point. So I said, okay, let me go ahead and mask this off. I taped off the sides, and I said how far down I wanted to go. I'm gonna actually bring you guys around. Here in the front, I said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go right about here. I don't want to go too far down because it really doesn't need it. Once I did that, then I took my masking tape for the first part here, and I didn't want to go too wide, so I started here, and then I kind of lined up this tape to where it met here in the front. I took the measurement here, I kind of guessed, and here I eyeballed it. You can see there, you know, just eyeballing it will actually work. And you can see what I'm talking about with the scuffs and how far back. Wrapped it around. Anyways, after I did that, just to kind of make sure that you know, the Gorilla Glue sticked, I took some of the sandpaper, and this, don't even know what the grit is 180. So I took some 180 sandpaper grit, and I just went over real light. You know, I didn't go like super, you know, hard. You can see there, didn't really go too far deep. And I just kind of put a little scuff, you know, just to kind of, you know, let the Gorilla Glue have something to grab onto. You can see that the surface here is like pretty slick. I brought this paper out, and I wanted to actually mix this here. So I'm breaking off the top. Back this up a little bit more so you guys can see what I'm doing here. And again, if you guys never mix the stuff, or it's, you know, pretty easy. There's a little tab here that actually will keep allowing you to push down on both. Now I'm gonna fill out the whole thing. Just squeeze out everything. There you go. Squeeze everything out because I am gonna use quite a bit. Now the stuff sets pretty quick, so you gotta actually move fast in a way, and it's kind of runny. So it's gotta, it sets in 5 minutes, and that's after you mix both of them. If you didn't use a whole tube, that piece that's in the middle of the two plungers, I'll actually seal that, and you can store this for later, but I'm not going to. You can basically mix this up with the popsicle stick, but I am going to use what I have here. I can't find my popsicle stick, so I'm going to mix this for a few seconds. Bring in all the sides, all the edges into the center, mix it again. Now, I do want to recommend not like overdoing it. You will get bubbles in this, and when you get bubbles, you'll start to see it, and it looks pretty ugly. So the best you can. Again, I'm just trying to make sure it's clear. I'm not too worried about the grayish hue that it's gonna give, so just keep mixing. And this stuff is pretty runny, like I said, so that's why I went double on the tape here, because I know it's gonna run off a little bit. And again, you have 5 minutes to do this. Now, how thick this stuff is gonna be, not too sure, but we're gonna give it a try here. Just kind of take some and dab some on. Just continue doing this throughout the kayak keel. Now this is the front end of the kayak, if you guys haven't guessed. I wanted to do this on the front end, so just take some of that and kind of smear it around. You guys will need another tube for a space this big, so I'm just gonna smear that all over. Try to get as much as I can off of here. Well, it's not too bad. It hasn't like ran off like the way it was on the little cardboard here when I was mixing it, so that's pretty cool. Take some of that, run it off to the front. Kind of take that and kind of squeegee it all the way towards the front. Same thing on this side. Do as best you can to kind of get the whole surface here. So even if I have to come back with another coat, that's no big deal, but it looks like I have enough just to do the front. Now, I'm not going too far over on the edge here, on this blue edge. I'm just going just a little bit just to kind of make sure that I cover all sides, you know, kind of push it down into there. It's a little crevice, because with that little blue tape line, you know, you do want a clean, you know, look to it. So you kind of feel it getting already hard. Okay, almost done. I'm going to show you guys this in a bit what it looks like after. So I do want to put a little bit more in that area where I see that it's pretty scratched up. I showed you guys. What I'm trying to do is smoothen out any of this stuff, just to kind of like give it a smooth texture. Again, this stuff is not going to be perfect. You're not going to get like the best look, and I'm going to show you guys with the camera right now. I'll move it up over here. You'll see exactly what I mean. So luckily enough, this stuff has a little bit of runniness texture, so it will actually kind of smoothen out in a way. It looks pretty good so far. So again, I went more of that epoxy right in that area where it has the deep gouges from, you know, coming up on dirt, on boat launch, wherever. So all right, there it is. That's all I got. Probably should have gotten another tube. I'll go ahead and show you guys now what this looks like. You can kind of see what I was meaning about that wavy texture. You can see it's a little thicker towards the front there, and you can see that what I was talking about, not going over the edge too much. Same thing with the other side. So there it is. I do plan on doing the sides here, only just because I know that I scratch it up when I'm, you know, top loading it. You can see a mark here from the top when I scrape it. I don't know if you can kind of see in the light. Oh, there you go. You can see I scrape it there a little bit. It's from my trailer when I put it on the trailer. Not much there, but I do want to put, you know, one strip right there in the middle. Nothing crazy. Maybe one right here. Again, that's from car topping it. I don't think I really need it, but I'd rather put it just in case. But yeah, there it is. I think we're ready enough to go ahead and peel that tape off. So I'll let you guys watch how I do it. Again, my first time. If I'm making mistakes, oh well. I guess I'm paying the price, right? Boom. And last one. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Again, nobody's gonna get up close in person just to see like how neat and clean this thing looks. So again, it's pretty much see-through. I mean, you wouldn't even be able to notice it unless you got in close. So let me show you guys here how clean those lines came out. See that? So again, you can't really tell. It almost looks, I mean, obviously it's transparent, but it almost looks like there's nothing there. You know, you would have to like really get up close to see all the waviness, but there it is. Now, when I do come in, I'm not gonna mask everything off. I'm just gonna do this area really thick and then kind of like right down the middle, so I don't have to remask everything. I think it's fine the way it is. When I do remask is when I do the edging of the kayak and do that way. So I am gonna give this a time to do its thing, and then I will definitely let you guys know. I got a few trips coming up, so if I do come up, I'm gonna see if there's any scrapes. I really don't have anything where I'm gonna drag it up on top of a dock or a boat dock, so there's really nothing I'm gonna use it to like really beat the crap out of it. So the sand is pretty soft, so it's not gonna do much. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Write it down in the comments, and I'll get to you guys, your guys' questions as best as possible. Again, the only reason why I went this route is because it's transparent. I wanted to keep the same color. I think it looks pretty well. I mean, as the way it looked on Marvin's video, it actually looks similar. He said that he did his, again, it's JB Wells. He said he beat the crap out of it. He said that it actually held up pretty good. I'm excited to see how it handles up. I am gonna give it some time before I tell you guys, hey, you know what, what I think about it. Yeah, there's other ways to do it. I think I paid like $6 or $4 for the tube of the epoxy, as compared to like getting one of those keel guards or those keel strips. The keel strips are like a long strip that they put for underneath the boat, and you have to do all this preparation for it. Again, not knocking off anybody. I thought this was a good idea. I just wanted to put a little bit of twist to it and do it my own way. Not trying to be different or trying to one up anybody. That's not what I'm about. I'm here to show you guys, share what I'm doing, and then again, I'll let you guys know how I go about it and how it does. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging in there. And again, if you guys have any questions, write it down below. Thanks.